Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing Hachzek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 115, and we will conclude the chapter of Binyan, of building. And he writes like this. It was already said in Pirkei Avos in the commentary of Rabbi Avadja Mibartanura, Sha'am ha'aretz nikra l'shem am ha'aretz. Why is someone called an am ha'aretz? A am ha'aretz, someone, a nation of the earth. And we usually look down on an am ha'aretz. That means that he's not a Talmid Chacham, he doesn't have such Torah knowledge and wisdom and the like. Ein am ha'aretz chassid, an am ha'aretz, someone that is ignorant. That's how we usually translate it. He can never become a chassid, he can't become a pious person, he doesn't know enough to do that. So why is he called an am ha'aretz? Says the Bartanura, Al she'oisig be'yishuv ha'aretz u'bnei batim. He's busy settling the land and building homes. That's what he wants to do in this world. He wants to make sure he's busy. He builds another building, another apartment, another this, another house. The land, it's growing. Everything is. That's what he's busy doing all day long. Now, it's not a terrible thing, but you remain in Amars. You're part of the world, of the earth down here. When it comes to the Talmid Chacham, he's very happy if the world is desolate and didn't have any of these things, because that's not what life is all about. Someone who has das, has a good brain up here, he doesn't want to waste his time and to swallow up or to waste his days and his energies by building homes azman muat for a small amount of time. You build a house, how long are you going to be in this world? Life passes. So then what happens? You spend your time busy spending money and energy and effort building a house in this world. And you're not going to live forever, so you're only going to be there for a short amount of time. And then when you leave this world, other people are going to live in your house. Maybe it'll be people that are loved ones by you. Maybe it'll be people that hate you. Maybe your wife will go and get married again and she'll move in there with her husband. And he will be buried in the ground forever, one amma by one amma. So you built a house, you spent all the money, you invested all the time, you looked at every single doorknob and every color of paint and every room and every wall hanging and window hanging and the like, and now you're gone. And who's there? Someone else is living in your house. So what did you accomplish? So Talmidei Chachamim, they're not busy doing these things. Someone has das, that has a brain over here. He has to spend his time building homes in the eternal world. Through his good deeds, he's busy doing good deeds all day long, learning Torah, davening, chesed, and the like, because he's building a bayis ne'eman, a real home in the world to come. He should only build in this house for necessity. I can't be sleeping on the streets. I can't be homeless. I can't be living in a tent all my life. And therefore, I'll build the bare minimum so that I have a place to hang my hat at night and to lay down and sleep and have some warmth and protection and something to eat. And that way, at least I'll be able to be Oved Hashem to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what I have a abode for. More than that, says the Pele Yoetz, a person doesn't need. Ubifrat, Be'eretz ha'amim, and certainly if you're outside Eretz Yisrael, you're in the land of the Goyim. If you could live in a house by renting it, it's better not to build homes at all in Chutz La'aretz, outside the land of Israel. Don't fix your dwelling place in the Eretz Tameah, in the impure land of the Goyim. And if you do that, you don't buy a house, you don't build a house, you just rent, so you have a place to live. It shows your great emunah in the Geula, in the up and coming redemption, with Tzipiyas Yeshua, and you're yearning for the ultimate salvation, miyayim liyayim, every single day, like I'll write later on in a chapter that deals with the Tzipisa Yeshua, waiting for the Geula, the redemption to come. So if I build a house, it shows that I believe I'm going to end up staying in exile for a long time. But if I don't build a house, I don't spend money, I just rent wherever I can live. So I'm always ready to leave. As soon as Mashiach comes, I leave it. It's not even my house. I leave it all behind. But if Hashem increased your financial means, when you have a lot of property, then it's fitting that you should actually build houses and courtyards and stores according to what HaKadosh Baruch has bestowed upon you. In order you can rent them out and you can take the money, because then this way you can fulfill the dictum of our sages. Shama, they say, a person should always divide up their money and their monetary investments into three different ways. Number one, shlish bekarka, a third of your money should be in karka, in land, property. Shlish beprakmacha, a third should be in merchandise and business. Shlish tachas yada, and a third of your money should hold on to your hand, so when you need it, you'll be able to use it. And therefore, if you have land and you have property and the like, and therefore you can invest in it and be able to make money off of it, then he's saying it's okay. Now, he says beautifully, if you want, in these homes that you are building, in these apartments that you are renting out, in these townhouses that you're renting to other people and the like, in stores that you're renting out to someone who wants to open up a business, you could make it in such a way that the hain va'isha, the riches and the righteousness, they will stand forever. For example, if you will rent out the house that you built for somebody else, you're renting it out. You rent it out to a poor person who can't afford it, but he's a very worthy poor person. He's Yirah Shamayim, Talmid Chacham. He does things in the right way. He's ehrlich in his business, whatever he might do. So you rented him for cheap. Really, the going rate on a house is $5,000 a month. You say, you know what, for $2,000 I'll give it to you because that way you're going to benefit and I'm also going to benefit. When you rent it out to a Talmid Chacham, you can't afford a $5,000-$6,000 a month of rent. $2,000 he could. It's fitting, and you should try to pick out individually the person that you're renting the house out to. He should be a God-fearing person. He should be a Torah scholar. He's going to learn there. He'll do good deeds, mitzvahs. And that way, the Shekhinah is going to come and dwell in that house. And your inheritance will endure and last. Like it says, based tzadikim yamod, the house of tzadikim will endure. So therefore, he's saying a person should be very particular with who they rent out their homes, their apartments, their stores to. Rent it out to Yirei Shamayim, God-fearing people, because when you do that, you get the benefits of everything they do. The guy has a store, he's running a business out of your office space, and he does everything according to the letter of law, halacha, ehrlich, and everything. That's kedusha. You rent it out to a nice frum family, and that family comes and they live in that house, and they raise children, and they have Shabbos, and they have Yom Tov, and they make brachas. That's kedusha. So therefore, you're elevating the value and the status of your house. Kol kavel dana. In light of all of this, if a person gives his house to a bad person, you should know it's the exact opposite. When you give it to a good person, to a Talmid Chacham, to a Yirei Shamayim, so then all these brachas can come down. If you rent out your house to an Ishra, to an evil person, a bad person that doesn't do any of these things, you're going to get just the opposite. And therefore your house, what kind of inheritance is that going to be? An inheritance of evil? Rahman al-Islam. Hine. It's better that you should rent out your house or your storefront to a good person, Tam v'yashar, innocent, pure, v'yashar, straight, afilu lemachasi schar, even for half as much as you could rent it out to somebody else. Because the reward you're going to get from this person who's doing all the mitzvahs in your house, it's much better than the reward of money that you're going to receive every day for the payment of the monthly rent from a person who is doing terrible things in your house. You're going to eat your fruits in this world. And the main reward will be in the world to come. The reward will be together with him, with you, and your actions will be before Hashem, which means you did the right thing. You had, and you ended up giving it over for much cheaper to Talmid Chacham, to Yer Shemayim, to someone who's going to do mitzvahs there and bring the Shekhinah down. That's the way that a person should do things, because in that schus, you're going to have added schusim in the house, more Shekhinah, more brachas, and you'll have reward in this world and in the world to come. All the best.